Okay, we've got the glove box out. Did a previous video on that. So if you'd like to check that out, it's pretty easy to take out. It's just 3 screws to take this inside box out, and then you take the 4 screws to take the door off. So check out that video if you like. Right now we're taking off this lower panel that covers the blower motor, fan, heat, air conditioner, blower motor. So it's 2 screws in the front here, and you've got a little plug that lines things up. You got a let's see if you can see this okay. You've got this quarter turn socket with a sensor on it that comes out. You've got this push tab. Just push that tab in and out and it'll pop out. You get this bottom panel out of your way. Okay, the next thing you do is you move this wiring harness. Now, all this wiring is just laying in here to have a place to stay. So there's a clip here. There's a clip. Make sure you're getting this good. Pull my camera up in there just a little bit better. There's a clip on this connector that just holds it in place. There's a clip in the very back here that holds this up in place. This will all go together. You got 3 clips that hold everything kind of together. Now if you got your glove box out, you can just lay this up on this bar that holds the glove box in. This one reason it's so much easier to do it with the glove box out. Then you'll have 2 screws, and you'll have a clip. I'm going to see if I can just go ahead and pop that clip out of the way now. Yep. A little hard for me to see if I got that, but yeah, that connector's out of the way. Around on the back side, let me put this light up here so maybe it'll show a little bit better. On that back side is this rubber hose, and the rubber hose is not stuck on at all. It just moves right out of the way. Move it to the front there. Okay, you got 3 screws. Now I'm going to start with the one in the back. It's 9/32. I would use my nut driver, but it's too not enough space to get it in there. Okay, I'm wrong. This is 7/32 socket. I knew I had this 7/32 socket out here for a reason, because these screws are a little smaller. And usually if you can turn this about one turn, it'll just come out by itself. Let me get my light back in there, it falls out. This other screw's over here on this side. So it's probably easier to take these 2 back screws out first. So you get them out of the way. And then you take the front screw out. Now, this front screw originally was a 7/32 hex head. Somebody along the way lost one of those and put a Phillips head in the front there. Normally it would be the 7/32 hex head. Okay, so you've got everything loose now. All you had was a wiring connector. Move my camera back a little. All you had was a wiring connector and that little hose back there. Just kind of roll that hose around to the front. It's very pliable. And this just rolls right out. Just comes right out this way. So that's your fan. Let me get my camera back away from it a little bit. Let me go ahead and get this fan down here. Now, I've got another video posted that shows how to take this back dust cover off. And 2 screws, work that dust cover off and hold these 2 pieces down on there tight, pull the dust cover off so you don't fool with anything. Or you can take the whole assembly off, but then your brushes will pop loose in there and you have to reset those. So check out my other video on how to repair that. Now I've already taken this dust cover off. I've cleaned up the brushes a little bit and I've put a little spot of grease on there. This fan was working. It was a good time to clean up the brushes and put a little dab of grease on it. And in the meantime, I thought I'd go ahead and make a video. So, not sure how bright our camera is going to show up here. Go ahead and turn this up. See, and I'm working with a different camera than I usually work with. So that's the hole that it goes into. You'll notice the 2 posts on here, one there and one on this back side, and those 2 posts align up with the 2 holes in the housing here, this hole and this hole, and this one doesn't have a post so it can't go in wrong. This goes in to the back and this comes up to the front on the right. So that's on the back left, vent tube, and your connections on the front right. Okay, so we're going to go right back in with this. Like I say, it's running good to go. Just wanted to do a video on how to do it because I've already done the cleaning up and the work on it. So just roll it right back in. The only thing you really have to think about is this little tube in the back. Kind of get it up here out of the way, because it wants to spring back to the back. So hold that tube, go right back in. Okay, we're in place. Get my light up here. Let's go ahead and get this front screw in to hold it up. All right, now I've got the front screw started. Let's get the back screw in. And let's see. I usually start that back screw in a socket like that. Sometimes it's easier to just start it by hand. Okay, that's started. You get my back screw started. The most difficult part of this is maybe the position you have to get your body in. I tell you what, let me tighten those two screws. That one's fairly tight, because when I tighten these two screws, then the other hole will be lined up easier. Snug it up by hand first. Get this screw in. See how easy it is to line up once you get the other two in. Take that. All right, let's see, get my hose slid on. Goes on real easy. Get my clip in.